On June 4, 1947, radio operators in Singapore and Penang intercepted an English-language distress call from a vessel identifying itself as the SS Ourang Medan. The message was fragmented and formal. Officers including captain are dead, possibly the entire crew is dead. For the next 12 minutes, the operator, an unnamed sailor aboard the Ourang Medan, repeated coordinates, placing the ship in the Strait of Malacca, between Malaysia and Sumatra. Then, mid-transmission, a final message arrived. Not a voice. Just the sound of wind or static, or both. Ships in the area altered course immediately. They were sailing toward what they believed would be a rescue operation. What they found instead was something that would define maritime mystery for decades. The SS Silver Star was the first to reach the coordinates. Her captain, Captain Gunter Pauli, reported the Ourang Medan sitting idle, listing slightly in calm waters. No smoke, no fire, no visible damage to the hull. When boarding parties climbed onto the deck, they moved through a ship that felt recently abandoned. Coffee cups sat on tables, still warm. A pipe lay on the bridge, as if the captain had just set it down. And then the bodies, scattered across the bridge, the wheelhouse, and below decks. No wounds, no signs of violence, no indication of how they died. The crew of the Silver Star worked quickly, attempting to tow the Ourang Medan back to port. But within hours, fires erupted in the hold. The tow rope was cut, and the Ourang Medan, now burning, slipped beneath the Strait of Malacca and was never recovered. Here's where the mystery fractures. The Ourang Medan appears on no shipping manifests. No such vessel existed in any maritime registry. The radio operators who intercepted the distress call never heard it again when asked to verify the details. Captain Pauli's official report exists, but the names of his crew members shift depending on which account you read. Was the ship a freighter carrying hazardous cargo? A smuggling vessel operating under false registration? Some researchers point to the smoke reported at the end of the original Morse code, a single word that might indicate fire, chemical release, or something combustible in the hold. Others claim the ship never existed at all, that the entire incident was either misidentified, misremembered, or deliberately fabricated to explain a different maritime disaster. Two explanations compete for credibility. The first, the Ourang Medan was real, caught in a lethal event, perhaps a cargo leak of phosphorus or a biological agent, or even a deliberate act. The crew's quick deaths, the absence of panic, and the deliberate destruction of the wreck all point to someone wanting the evidence gone. The second explanation is more honest. The Ourang Medan may be a conflation of multiple incidents, names, and dates. A ship caught fire. Another went missing. Radio transmissions were misheard or misattributed. Over decades, these fragments fused into one unforgettable ghost ship story. We cannot prove either version. What we know is this: the distress call was heard. The ship was seen. And then she was gone. Whether that sequence was tragedy or fiction remains the only constant in a case that refuses to settle. The SS Ourang Medan never made it to port. Her final destination remains a tangle of witness testimony, missing records, and names that don't match any database. For 75 years, the Strait of Malacca has kept its secret. And every so often, when a cargo ship goes dark in those waters without explanation, or when a radio operator hears a distress call that traces back to no vessel on any chart, someone asks the same question those radio operators asked in June 1947: is it happening again? The answer depends on whether the Ourang Medan was ever real at all.